you know it's what I always wanted. Could never have too many things. Well, you quit kicking me under the table. I'm trying, will somebody make us shut up about it? Can we settle down, please?
Hello YouTube, this is your Ark. Y'all is Magnified, coming back with another informative video. This video is titled, Man Cannot Make an Appearance in Court. So with that being said, guys, let's get to it. But before I move any further, I'd like to state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They're all facts and all truth. That's it, that's all. Okay, so I titled this video, Man Cannot Make an Appearance in Court, because the simple fact of the matter is, a man cannot make an appearance in court. No matter if that man is standing before the judge or not, a man cannot make an appearance in court. Why? Because the courts can only deal with fictitious entities, such as your estate and your straw man, you know. And when your straw man enters into the court, then they'll add a body attachment to that man for saying he's the straw man. But the man himself cannot enter into a court, let alone even be heard. So let's read the definition in the top right hand corner for appearance to get better understanding. Appearance, in practice, a coming into court as a party to a suit, whether it's plaintiff or defendant. Okay, so we know the party of the suit is the all caps name, the fictitious entity. Okay, but when you come into the court, you're coming to the court as that all caps name or that fictitious entity, that straw man, that estate. You see? So when guys tell you to go in and make a special appearance, you cannot make a special appearance, or unless you go in and making a special appearance for that estate or that all caps name. And if you stand up for that all caps name and you pretend to be that name, then they'll add body attachment and join it to you. Next thing you know, you're going to jail. Okay, but let's stroll up past the case law. Alright, top line, guys. It says the formal proceeding by which a defendant submits himself to the jurisdiction of the court. So again, guys, once you make that appearance, you know, as the defendant, then you automatically submit yourself to the jurisdiction of that court. Okay? So you don't want to enter into a court, you know, as that all caps name and trying to be, and trying to make that appearance. Because once you make that appearance, you automatically have jurisdiction, as I stated in prior videos before this. Okay, let's stroll up some more. Past the case law. It says the voluntary submission to a court's jurisdiction. So again, as it states, once you go on there and you say you're that name, again, let's go back up to the top. It says they coming into a court as a party to a suit. So when you come in as the plaintiff or the defendant, then you automatically give them what? Jurisdiction, no matter what, because you made an appearance. A man can never make an appearance, guys. But let's go forward. It says appearance is the act of appearing, coming or being in sight, becoming visible or clear to the apprehension of the mind, of being known as subject of observation or comprehension, or as a thing proved of being obvious or manifest. Okay, so a man just don't manifest, guys, and then once you make an appearance, you say you're that name, then you become subject, you see, and you don't want to be a subject, because we already know what a subject is. Okay, so again, guys, a man cannot make no type of appearance, no special appearance, no regular appearance. Only the party to the suit can make that. And we all know that the party to a suit is a fictitious entity. Okay, guys? So let's go to the definition. Since it says you become a subject, let's go to the definition of subject so we get a better understanding of what a subject is. Okay, guys, so we're going to pick this up at subject at the top corner, top left-hand corner. It says subject, constitutional law, one that owes allegiance to a sovereign and is governed by his laws. Okay, so are you subject to man's laws, or are you subject to the real sovereign, who is the Most High laws? Who laws are you subject to? I know who law I'm subject to. I'm subject to the Most High laws. That's it. That's all. He's the one true sovereign. That's it. That's all. Nothing else or no one else. And below him is those who he made in his image and likeness, which is man. Man is the one true sovereign. Means also a sovereign, not the one true sovereign. The one true sovereign is the Most High. But man is also a sovereign. You see? Above what? Anything he created. Just like since the Most High created us, he's sovereign over us. So just like man created these laws, then man is also sovereign over the things he created. So man is sovereign over the laws. Why? Because he created these laws. But let's continue. Let's scroll down. Let's go to subject to. Subject to, guys. Liable, subordinate, subservient, inferior, obedient to, governed, or affected by, provided that, provided, answerable for, American. But that's the case law. Okay? So when you're subject to anything, you're liable to it. Okay? So, like I stated, once you become subject, you also is underneath their jurisdiction. Okay, guys? Once you enter to these courts. Why? Because they try to make you subject once they give you a summons. You're subject to appear in that court. Well, not choose per se, but that all caps name. Okay, guys? So, but when you go in there and you state for the 100 millionth time that you guys are that name, then they'll get body attachment, and then they'll, arrest you or do whatever they want to do with you. Why? Because they got joiner. Okay? So with that being said, though, guys, let's now go to what a man can be. A man can never make an appearance. A man can only be present. Like when we was in school back in the days, and little kids, and we had a teacher, and they'll call our name for roll call. They'll be like Johnny. He'll be like here. They'll be like Matthew. He'll be like present. They'll be like Tim, present. They'll be like Mario, present. Sally here. That means that what? Being present, and here means what? At that current time. That's it. That's all. But we're going to also go to the Black Law Dictionary for the word present. So hold on for one quick second. Let's go there. Okay, guys. So as you can see on the right corner, let me stroll in. It says present, right? But we're not talking about the noun. A noun for present is like a gift. So we're not talking about that type of present. We're talking about the adjective present, which means noun existing, at hand, relating to the present time, considered with reference to the present time. A man can only be considered with the present time. You know why? Because everywhere he's at is always the present. You see, no matter where he's at, he's going to always be at the present time. So even when you're in the court, you're not making an appearance. Why? Because you're present. Wherever you go, you can only be present, or you can only be here, no matter where you go. If you go over there, you're still here. You see? Just like if I was to, wherever I go, I'm going to be here. I can't go over there and say I'm there. No, I'm going to always be here, no matter where I go. I'm going to always be present. So a man can only be present. You see? He just can't make an appearance. No, he's always present. He cannot be anywhere different. Just like the Most High, he's always present. He can be anywhere he wants. Why? Because he's always present. That's just like man. As long as he's lived, he's always present. Where he's at, he's always be present. And that's the Most High. He's everywhere. So because he's everywhere, he's always present everywhere. So man can only be and do the things of the image of the likeness of the Most High. The Most High just don't appear. No, he's present everywhere he goes. Just like man. Man is present everywhere he goes. Okay, guys? So when you enter into the courts, you're not making an appearance, okay? Do not make an appearance, because that automatically makes you subject to their jurisdiction. That's it. That's all, guys. Any type of appearance. And plus, a man cannot make an appearance. A man can only be present. So when they call that name, they need you to say you're that name only before they can make it seem like you appeared for what? On the behalf of that name as what? Plaintiff or what is it, guys? Plaintiff or defendant. You see, but you're neither one. You can never be a plaintiff or defendant if you're a man. Why? Because, like I stated, they can only sue in name and be sued in name. You're more than just a name. You see, you're a living, breathing man or woman. You know, your flesh. You know, you cannot be just labeled as a name and everything else be attached to you. That don't make no sense, guys. So again, you can only be present. Why? Because present is things that's dealing in time. That's it. That's all. Nothing else deals in time. They can write your name on a piece of paper. That piece of paper doesn't keep track of time. You know, they wrote your name on a piece of paper and trying to tell the living man to come at that time to make you believe that they're talking to you, because they know that when they put a time is nothing but an agreement between two people. Besides that, time don't even exist. Both people have to agree that the time is 1 o'clock in order to make 1 o'clock 1 o'clock. Okay, guys, that's what it is, man. You know, these people are word wizards, man. They're very wicked, man. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over and over again until everybody get this. You know, these people are very wicked, man. And in order for you to get what you deserve, you gotta stand in your proper standing. You gotta be, you know, that man, who the Most High created you in His image and not only in His image, but you gotta be in His likeness as well. You gotta know His law to maneuver in their law. Okay, guys? Simple and plain and simple. But I ain't gonna wrap y'all up too much, man. I just want to make this quick video, you know, just to, you know, tell you guys, man, do not make no type of appearance in these courts. A special appearance or a regular appearance. Only the fictitious entity can make an appearance. So if you do a special appearance, do the special appearance for the fictitious entity, not for yourself, because you cannot appear. You will always be present where you at. So with that being said, guys, y'all be blessed, man. Continue to fight. You guys need my help, hit me up in my email. Y'all is magnified at gmail.com. We'll get the ball rolling. And yeah, that'll be it, man. You know, and we'll start this fight process. It's not an easy fight, but hey, it's a fight that can be won. So with that being said, shalom, YouTube.
Time for George. What time is it? What time is it? What do people bother you with that? People bug you all the time, come up to you asking you, what time is it? What time is it? Bothers me, man. What time is it? As though I personally am responsible for keeping time. I don't know. Who knows? I got one of these, but I don't know. Nobody knows what time it is. What time is it? All the calendars are different. Chinese, Hebrew, Western. Nobody knows when it is. It might be the middle of last week for all we know. When are we? We know where we are, but when are we? I don't know. Can't keep track. Time moves too fast. Give you an example. There's a moment coming. It's not here yet. It's still in the future. It's on the way. Here it comes. Here it is. Oh. It's gone. There's no present. People say, what time is it? Well, do you mean now or when you asked me? There's no present. Everything is the near future or the recent past. No, welcome to the present. Welcome once again to the present. And now the all new. Whew. No wonder we can't get anything done. There's no time, man. Every time I sit down to work, the time changes on me, man. We have cute little ways of telling each other the time. Very precise. We have seconds, we have minutes and hours, but... Hey, what time you got? I got just after. Just after? Jeez, I must be slow. I got going on. And what's your favorite period of time? 5 minutes is pretty popular. You hear that one a lot. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Be there in 5 minutes. Hey, I could fix that in 5 minutes. It's a good one. 15 minutes gets used a lot. Sort of official, though. I don't care for that so much. 15 minutes, kind of establishment. It's a quarter hour, you know. Little stage, 15 minutes. 20. 20 minutes. Doesn't that sound sporty to you? 20 minutes. In fact, 20 is so popular, it's often used in conjunction with 15. I'll be over there in, 15, 20 minutes. My favorite period of time is a week to 10 days. Did you ever try to go home and mark that on the calendar? You need a rubber band. Some people talk about doomsday. Doomsday, I don't have that on my watch. Kingdom come, you say? Some guys say forever. They use it as a period of time. I've been standing in this line forever. Look at this guy, Bill. He's been standing in this line forever. Looks fairly fresh to me. Then we have a little while, just a little while, and a little while, a little while. What's the difference between a little while and a short while? Seem about the same size to me. You got any day now. That's kind of a snotty one, you know. Oh, yeah. Any day now. Any day now. Soon. Soon has a lot of emotion. Is your mommy coming home? Mm-hmm. When? Soon. Real soon. Soon as she can. Sooner than you think. Sooner than I think. I'll be back before you know it. What? Before? He did it! Very imprecise. We start out, we'll get Jiffy. How about a Jiffy? Which is quicker, a Jiffy or a flash? I think there are 2 flashes in a Jiffy myself. But we come back to this thing moment, trying to decide, what's a moment? How long? Give me a couple of moments. A couple? I don't even know how long one of them is. I wouldn't miss a moment of this. Just did. Or did she? Maybe she only missed a half a moment. Or as some guys say, half a mo. What's that? Half a mo? Well, a moment, 1/3 of a moment is a mo. So half a mo is 1/6 of a moment. Got that one figured out, didn't we? Yeah. Had me for a moment. How about yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And the day before yesterday. Doesn't that sound awkward? Isn't that sort of simple-minded? Yesterday? Cool, we got a name for it. The day before yesterday. Sounds like a 3rd grade thing. Let's have a name for that one. Maluba Day. Call it. Was that yesterday? No, Maluba Day. Oh, you sure? Well, maybe it was the day before Maluba Day. Yeah, we'd have to name them all. Well, my time is up. I just remind you of one thing. If you'd like to save time, don't let your watch talk. Chicks are cool, but it's the talks that are killing us.
There are ways to really live in the present moment. Okay, what's the alternative? Okay, it is always now. However much you feel you may need to plan for the future, to anticipate it, to mitigate risks, the reality of your life is now. Now, this may sound trite, but it's the truth. It's not quite true as a matter of physics. In fact, there is no now that encompasses the entire universe. You can't talk of an event being simultaneously occurring here and one at the same moment occurring in Andromeda. The truth is, now is not even well defined as a matter of neurology, because we know that inputs to the brain come at different moments, and that consciousness is built upon layers of inputs whose timings have to be different. Our conscious awareness of the present moment is, in some relevant sense, already a memory. But as a matter of conscious experience, the reality of your life is always now. And I think this is a liberating truth about the nature of the human mind. In fact, I think there's probably nothing more important to understand about your mind than that, if you want to be happy in this world. The past is a memory. It's a thought arising in the present. The future is merely anticipated. It is another thought arising now. Okay, what we truly have is this moment, and this, and this. And we spend most of our lives forgetting this truth, repudiating it, fleeing it, overlooking it. And the horror is that we succeed. We manage to never really connect with the present moment and find fulfillment there because we are continually hoping to become happy in the future. And the future never arrives. Now, even when we think we're in the present moment, we're in very subtle ways always looking over its shoulder, anticipating what's coming next. We're always solving a problem. And it's possible to simply drop your problem, if only for a moment, and enjoy whatever is true of your life in the present. This is not a matter of new information or more information. It requires a change in attitude. It requires a change in the attentiveness you pay to your experience in the present moment.